Good Monday morning. Here we are, week 3. Can you believe it? We are already doing our 3rd week of online learning. This is crazy. I miss you guys. So, this week is a lot like last week, but a little different. So that's why I want to make sure you listen to these directions so you know what you're doing this week. But first, couple quick announcements, specials. Today is a D-Day, so today we would have been going to the Media Center, but since we can't go to the Media Center, pay attention to our dojo class story. Ms. Scott will be reaching out to you with something for you to do or some sort of announcement that she'd like you to do for media. Tomorrow is A-Day art, so again, pay attention and you'll hear something from Ms. Straz. And then Wednesday is PE, Thursday is a C-Day, music, and then Friday will be media again. Speaking of PE, that's why I have a hat on. I just took a nice walk this morning. Make sure you're taking care of your body too. It's so important that we're doing our online learning, we're taking care of our brain, and we're doing all this stuff to make sure we're keeping our brain healthy and strong and we're learning, but don't forget to get outside, do some exercise, or even inside exercise if you have to. But it's really, really important. I want you to stay safe. Don't go outside by yourself. Make sure somebody's watching you. Make sure you're staying safe. However, it's really important you get outside every day or you stay active every day. So that's why I have the hat on. If I took it off, I've had hat head and I'd be all sweaty. But it's a good way to start the day with exercise. Okay, couple shout outs. I wanted to give shout outs first to my iReady stars of the week. It's hard to figure out who to give shout outs to because this is so new. So what I'm going to do is anyone who got on and passed at least 2 lessons without failing any lessons. It's hard to do. You know how hard some of these lessons are. You know how hard it is to not fail any lessons sometimes. So anybody who got on and only had passed lessons and did at least 2, I'm gonna list off. We had Parker, Alexandria, Allison, Samaria, Shania, Derek, Sarah, Delilah, Sophia, Daniela, Colby, Travis, and a special shout out to Harmony. She did 9 lessons last week and passed all 9. Super proud of Harmony. Proud of everybody. And that's not to say not everybody did a super job. So happy with all the learning that I saw going on in iReady. And I know Miss Hart will be too, because she's looking every week to see how everybody's doing on iReady. Special shout outs for AR. Now remember, you can go on to the Renaissance or you can take your test right on the MyOn app. I see a lot of you on that MyOn app. I'd like to see more of you on that. But I can tell some of you are really enjoying it. Biggest shout out goes to Tyler. He did 11 AR tests this week. He found all sorts of books that he really liked and he just kept going. So I'm super proud of him. Also, Adriana, Kamarian, they both did 7 tests this week, AR tests. It's amazing. I'm loving this. Also, AR tests, Delilah, Sarah, Elijah, Colby, Daniela did 7 too. Special shout out to Daniela. 7 AR tests, that's crazy, great. Colton, Christian, Crystal, or Crystal with a C, and Coral all did AR tests this week. Super. Remember, you should be reading every day. If you have books at home, great. If not, and if you haven't checked out that MyOn app, you are missing out. There are so many good books. And I can't wait to ask you guys about some of the books you're reading. Just looking at the titles, I have to go and look them up because I want to read some of the books you guys are reading after just seeing some of the titles. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around so you can see my screen. Remember, so important, we go on Canvas. Got to go on Canvas, guys. And Miss Hart actually asked me for permission to get on my Canvas. She is checking to see who is on. So I just clicked on, I should have shown you what I did there, huh? This is kind of a very, it has a lot of information here. Don't worry about this one. This is the IPP Elementary Teacher Sale. Don't worry about that. Go here where it says Mrs. Sturgeon's Reading and Social Studies. That's going to be your more detailed information. It's going to give you your social studies for the week, your reading for the week. Okay, social studies this week. It says, find and read any book about Martin Luther King Jr. It says on Myon, now if you happen to have a book at home already, or have access to a book about Martin Luther King Jr., that's fine. You're going to, on a piece of paper, or if you want to type it up and have mom or dad help you email it to me or text it to me, that's fine. List some facts that you learn about Martin Luther King Jr. Write which of these facts is the most interesting to you and why. And then finally, if you could have asked Martin Luther King any question, what would it have been and why? And then send it to me. Okay? That is social studies this week. Let's go back out now for your reading. It's a little different this week, you're gonna see. Go into reading. Okay, here's our learning target for this week. Very similar, I hope you can see this. Very similar to last week. Biggest difference is now we're looking at informational texts instead of literature or stories. We're still looking at two texts and comparing and contrasting them. So it says this week's learning target is looking at how two informational texts on the same topic are alike and different. So, iReady, you're going to have an assigned lesson. It's going to be a blue box. You know, it's always a green box, your regular path. Now there's going to be a blue box. You noticed probably there was a blue box last week too. Well, have to do the blue box. You have to do the blue box. Then go ahead and do one lesson on your pathway, okay? So you are responsible for doing 2 iReady lessons. 2. It's different. We were saying 30 minutes a day. It's a little different now. What we're saying now is you have to do your assigned lesson. Now, not everybody finished their assigned lesson for last week. If you didn't, I want you to do that. You might have 2 assigned lessons now if you didn't do last week's. A lot of you did, though. Do your assigned lesson first. Then do your lesson path. 2 lessons a week is your responsibility. Now, if you're really feeling extra brainy, go ahead and you can do a 3rd lesson if you want. But your responsibility is 2 lessons a week, past lessons a week, okay? Assigned lesson, the blue box, and then your lesson path. If you didn't do last week's assigned lesson, then just do the 2 assigned lessons, and then you'll be done for the week. All right, second, you're reading 20 to 30 minutes a day, either book at home or Myon. Take an AR test for every book you finish. A lot of you, I haven't seen any AR tests yet, so we gotta get going with that. Finally, and this I think you're gonna be happy about, it's optional. Optional means you don't have to do it, but I think you're gonna like it. This is a link to Flocabulary. Flocabulary is a bunch of games. Usually you have to pay for it. But because they know that there's so many kids at home doing online learning, they've made it free. we have a class code. It's right here in yellow. You're gonna have to put in your class code when you come here. Once you come here, it's going to bring you right to games, a video, all these things that I'm bringing you right to compare and contrast because that's our learning target for this week. There's a video, there's vocabulary cards, a vocabulary game, read and respond, a quiz, a lyric lab. If you want, you can play around. You can see what other things are on here. There's all sorts of fun things to do. You know me, I was looking and I thought, oh, look at this. There's all these prefix and suffix lessons. So have fun looking around and you can find some things to review if you'd like the prefixes and suffixes. Okay? Again, to go on Flocabulary, that is optional. What you have to do this week for reading. 2 iReady lessons. Sign lesson. 2 assigned lessons if you didn't do it last week. And then you have to read every day. Do AR tests whenever you finish a book. That's what you have to do. If you want to do some extra work, you can do another iReady, and you can do the Flocabulary, okay? If you need anything, please text me. Please text me. Call me. Email me. Okay, hopefully all moms and dads know how to get a hold of me by this point, one way or another, one of those methods. My phone is kind of being funny. If it goes right to voicemail, please leave a message because I get the messages. Sometimes I see people call and I didn't even hear it. It never even rang. It went right to voicemail, but people didn't leave a message and I think, I don't know who that was, and I feel terrible. So all right, please let me know that you're doing okay. I'm gonna shoot out a text later, just a quick, hey, everybody give me a quick hello, make sure you're doing okay. Let me know if you need anything, and if you need anything, let me know. And I miss you all, and I hope you're staying safe. Get out there and exercise, but be safe. Don't go anywhere alone, okay? Keep your brain healthy, keep your body healthy, okay? And if you need anything, please get in touch with me. All right? Keep reading. Bye.